think this may be the Book of the Dead.
The Book of the Dead? Are you sure you want to be playing around with this thing?
It's just a book. No harm ever came from reading a book. It speaks of the night and of the day. Sue aharum hoktub sin mas ibet baya. Imhatipin sumpike sitsue yatue yatue yatue.
No! You must not read from the book!
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to unzoom it. Hello?
I was gonna say, that's what I use.
Bonjour mon petit chifleux, Amber here, and welcome to another themed reading vlog. Actually, I've been in a themed reading vlog mood, and I've been planning this little series for a really long time now. I'm starting a series here where I let my comfort movies choose my TBR, and the first of my list of comfort movies chosen, you might be able to tell by my outfit, was The Mummy, hence my Evelyn, my Evie cosplay. So this month I am reading books that give me vibes, the Mummy vibes. When I put together the criteria, I was looking for a book that takes place in Egypt or ancient Egypt, a book that has to do with ancient Egypt or Egyptian mythology, preferably written by a non-white author, because that's all I seem to find. If we are looping in The Mummy Returns, something that has to do with reincarnation or something similar, maybe a gunslinging himbo and sassy librarian. And what I've got this month, I will be reading, thank you mother for holding up the books, Crocodile on the Sandbank by Elizabeth Peters, which is the first of a series. I was recommended this book on Twitter. They thought that The Mummy was based on this book, so I'm like, okay, that's promising. Then I'm reading Curse of the Spectre Queen by Jenny Elder Moak. My battery's flashing, so I'll get more into what the books are about later. Bastard's Legacy by Jamila Bill Smith. My hat just flew off. A Master of Gin by P. Jelly Clark. These were recommended to me by Chloe from Thistle and Verse. And last but not least, The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, which I've been wanting to read forever. I've been meaning to get around forever, and this one was recommended for this video by Ramila, who is Stars Shine Bright, or Stars Bright, on Instagram and Twitter. So I'll see you when I'm not sweating. You can put the hat back on me. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I'm not sweating and not in this outfit, and we will talk. Happy September, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Today's the 1st. My birthday is on the 5th. Today is Zendaya's birthday. I'll be in Vegas in 2 days. Bless be. Hi. As you can see, it's a bunch of hours later, and I look awful. I feel awful.
You look awful.
I look awful in the camera. I look really pale in the camera. And I was just bragging about finally having a little bit of a tan. Anywho, so since the last time you saw me, I got drowned in the rain. After the opening clip, we had to go to storage because we were trying to get my mom's suitcase so we can, you know, pack. The door of the unit is jammed, so that didn't work. And then I was like, let's go to Wawa to get dinner and coffee because the rain's going out. I'm just insert the picture when I got back. But the thing is, I have a cold now. I'm trying to flush it out in the next 24 hours because I'm not going to Vegas with this cold. I don't deserve this. The slightest thing took me out. But anyway, I've decided I'm going to start this vlog with Crocodile on the Sandbank. I read like the first page, and it looks like it's gonna. It seems like it's going to be a really quick read. I'm going to read the synopsis really quick. Amelia Peabody, that indomitable product of the Victorian age, embarks on her debut Egyptian adventure armed with unshakable self-confidence, a journal to record her thoughts, and of course a sturdy umbrella. On her way to Cairo, Amelia rescues young Evelyn Barton Forbes, Evelyn Evie, who has been abandoned by her scoundrel lover, Rick. Wink. Together, the two women sail up the Nile to an archaeological site run by the Emerson brothers, the irascible but dashing Radcliffe, and the amiable Walter. Soon. Hello from Las Vegas. Last time I was talking to you was yesterday, and my camera died in the middle of what I was saying, I was reading the synopsis of Crocodile on the Sandbank. Like I just said, I am in my hotel room in Vegas. My mom and my friend Jess ran down to CVS really quick. We just got back in from Circus from the Adventure Dome, like the indoor amusement park arcade situation. That was so much fun, but I'm very bruised, which is inconvenient because we see Harry tomorrow. Part of the reason why we're here is the Harry Styles concert. Anywho, I was reading the synopsis. I'm gonna do that really quickly. I don't remember where I was when the camera died, so I'm just gonna start over. Amelia Peabody, that indomitable product of the Victorian age, embarks on her debut Egyptian adventure armed with unshakable self-confidence, a journal to record her thoughts, and of course, a sturdy umbrella. On her way to Cairo, Amelia rescues young Evelyn Barton Forbes, who has been abandoned by her scoundrel lover. Together, the two women sail up the Nile to an archaeological site run by the Emerson brothers, the irascible but dashing Radcliffe and the amiable Walter. Soon their little party is increased by one mummy. That is, and a singularly lively example of the species. Strange visitations, suspicious accidents, and a botched kidnapping convince Amelia that there's a plot afoot to harm Evelyn. Edie. Now Amelia finds herself up against an unknown enemy and perilous forces that threaten to make her first Egyptian trip also her last. So I'm only 30 pages into this book. I thought I'd be a little farther by now. I thought I would have had time in the airport and on the plane, but we were rushing around so much this morning. We got to the airport maybe like 45 minutes before boarding, so I didn't have time prior to the flight, and then I slept the whole flight to Vegas. So like I said, I'm 30 pages in. It is a very, very easy book to read. I feel like once I actually have time to sit down with it, I can really fly through it. It's less than 300 pages. What was I going to say? Miss Amelia is very I'm not like the other girls of the 1800s or whenever this takes place. Also, like, I get strong like sapphic queer vibes between Amelia and Evelyn. I don't think anything will come of that. Also, I ordered this from Etsy. It got here just in time. It is a mummy themed bookmark, a wooden bookmark, and it has the quote that I may not be an explorer or adventurer or treasure seeker or gunfighter, but I am proud of what I am. I am a librarian. So while I'm waiting for them to get back, I'm gonna try to read a little bit. I'm so exhausted, but I'm kind of irritated that I haven't gotten any reading done today. Hi, hello. Today is September 7th. We've been in Vegas for 4 days now. This is our last full day here. Hold on, Mario Lopez. I don't know why you're talking. I'm not gonna lie. I am still only like 37 pages into this book. 99% of it is because I've been busy. I've been nonstop since we've gotten here. We got here and went straight to Circus, the Adventure Dome, the indoor amusement park. The next day was Harry. We went to see Harry Styles. We went at MGM Grand, which was impeccable. My first concert in like 2 years. My first show since we've been in the pandemic, and thank God everyone was masked, at least in my area, and you know, they were fully examining vaccination cards. You had to be vaccinated or provide a negative test to get in. And of course, yes, I know I'm not naive to believe that people won't lie, but the fact that they were taking that precaution helped ease a bit of my anxiety, because for a while I'm like, I don't know if I actually want to go to this show, but I'd already put that chunk, that would have been a very large chunk of money that would have gone to waste that I can't afford to go to waste, right, you know? Anyway, so then Sunday was my birthday, and is that Logo Harmon? I don't think it is. And then we went to the Hunger Games exhibition, which was absolutely incredible. Seeing all of the costumes in person was everything to me, honestly. And then we got to do archery, which I am better at than I thought that I would be. Also, our archery instructor was a cutie. But anyway, yesterday my mom and I, also we went up the Eiffel Tower. We're staying in Paris, Las Vegas, so we went up the Eiffel Tower to the observation desk and watched the little water show from the Bellagio. And then yesterday was horseback riding. So my mom and I did a sunset horseback trek, I guess, in the middle of the desert, and it was the most beautiful thing. I haven't been this at peace in so long, and actually driving back into the city afterwards was kind of depressing. It was sad because like you're in the middle of nowhere just with horses, and we had this like not a fire, obviously we're in the desert, but like the rancher meal with the grilled chicken, corn on the cob, baked potato, and then some apple pie. It was just such a great experience. And then we learned how to lasso the metal bull, and just and then the stars, like I said, we're in the middle of nowhere, we're in the middle of the desert, and just the whole sky full of stars. It's unreal, most beautiful thing I've seen ever. And like you could fully see, I think, like 3 or 4 planets from where we were. I know he mentioned Venus, Mercury, I think, and maybe, I don't think he might have said Jupiter. I don't know. I don't remember. And then if you look up and you see that like almost misty, I don't remember the word he used, looking bit, like we're right under the Milky Way. You could see the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper. It was just so overwhelming, and just it's so quiet out there except for like the people who you're with, and just I could live out there. I think I just found my new calling. So like I said, today is the last full day here in Vegas. We have like I have like one real plan. My mom and Jess are out taking a walk, I guess. I just needed to recoup because it's been go, and I'm just kind of resting up because we have to get up early tomorrow, and also because I want to read some of this book. So that's mainly why I am still 30 whatever pages in. Dev Patel's on my TV, but also because I don't know, there's just something about it that's kind of irritating me. One, I know this takes place in like, what year, 18 whatever, and it's like the Egyptology thing, English Egyptologist phase or whatever. But the fact that she keeps referring to Egypt as like this unfortunate country or this whatever country, like, yeah, but you're here, aren't you? You're here pillaging, are you not? It's unfortunate, but you're here pillaging and taking what's not yours and consuming a cult. Okay, so that bothered me. And what was the other thing that bothered me just recently? Oh, it was just the one, I guess their guide or something, or the curator at the museum or whatever, is giving Amelia and Evelyn some jewelry that was found with, I think, with the mummies or their artifacts basically that have been taken from dead bodies. He's like, do me the honor, unless you fear the foolish tales of curses and avenging Egyptian ghosts. And she's like, certainly not. And I know, like, you know, people don't take other people's cultures seriously. I'm like, all right, I've seen this movie, I know how this goes. And I'm assuming that's why. I'm assuming it's like some sort of build up to then go into whatever's going to happen in this story. I hope we get some of that, but this is partially why I was very specific, aside from this book, to ask for, or to look for books that deal with ancient Egypt and like Egyptian mythology and whatnot that aren't written by white authors. Some that like take the culture a little more seriously, you know? That's really all. So I'm gonna try to actually get some reading done before they get back and before I have to get ready to go out tonight. Hi, hello. Have I said anything to you since I've been in Alaska? I'm in Alaska now. I've been in Alaska for like 2 days now. Tomorrow's our last full day. And I don't think I've even looked at this book. I just took it out of my backpack.
How do you feel about drinking a little bit? 1 glass of champagne, maybe 25 years.
This was the wrong time to do this full vlog, you know? This themed vlog. I'm on page 44, so I think I did read 10 pages that last day in Vegas. This is the first time I've just kind of, Well, yesterday I was out practically all of the day, and then it's been raining and cold. It's freezing here, but it's also raining today. So we barely left. No, that's not true. Let me go back. We've been here for like 2 days. Yesterday we went whale watching and went to the Mendenhall Glacier. So I wasn't reading then. I did carry a book to try to get a shot for Bookstagram. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't remember my point. Basically what I'm saying is I haven't really, I don't know what I'm saying. I haven't read the book since I've been in Alaska. It's 6:38 in the evening, and I'm going to try to read some of this book. My plan today was to wake up, because I knew we didn't have like many outside plans. Also, I just realized I didn't mute the TV. I'm so sorry. The Waltons are on. What was I saying? Oh, I woke up. My plan was to read today, relax in the bed, and then we went for a walk instead. A very long, complicated walk that didn't need to be that long or complicated. Our destination was literally around the corner, and somehow we ended up in hills in this little neighborhood. We found the governor's house. We made it eventually. It was around the corner. Oh, I keep forgetting what I'm saying mid-sentence.
I think she interested. We said we were coming back.
Oh, that's what. So I didn't follow through with my plans. Also, it's been raining all day and it's cold. It's so cold here. Now I'm going to see. I think I want to switch books. I'm not really enjoying my time in this book. There's something about it that's not tickling my pickles. So I might try. I'm going to give this book a shot. But if I'm not feeling it, I'm going to crack open The Gilded Wolves, which I did try to read on the plane here. I read the first page and then I went to sleep. I might have to postpone this themed vlog and start again in a month where I Hello. I come bearing very sad news. As you can see, I'm home. Also, I can't figure out how to make this hat look good on my head right now. I'm only wearing it because my hair's in a state. Anywho, hey, I'm home and we have some chatting we need to do. I'm running so behind with this video. I don't know why I thought to do a special themed vlog when I knew I was going away, but here we are. First and foremost, I finished reading Crocodile on the Sandbank when we were in Anchorage for like 5 hours. What is there to say about this book? First of all, as for how it correlates to the theme of this video with the mummy vibes, obviously there are mummy vibes. It takes place in Egypt. It's a little earlier than the mummy takes place. This is the 1800s, I believe, like the Victorian era, where the mummy I think is the 1930s, I believe. And Amelia and Radcliffe Emerson, they have that beginning of the movie Evie and Rick like animosity that turns into like grudging respect, which turns obviously into like romantic feelings. Also, there's like a mummy that's causing a lot of chaos, not in the same way as Imhotep. All that being said though, one, it shouldn't have taken me what, 13 days, 12 days to read 250 pages. It really shouldn't, but it did. I know I was like traveling. I was busy and didn't really stop to read the way I planned to, but still I should have been able to get through this a lot sooner. There was a moment where I thought I would put it down and then come back to it, because there's just something about it that makes me itch a little bit, you know? The book feels very racist. It makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. Just the way like the native Egyptians are spoken about, and just like there's a lot of white saviorism going on in here. Amelia is such, I'm not like the other girls. I want to dig in dirt and wear pants. It is what it is. I don't see me continuing on with the series. I think there are like over 5 books in this series. This is a one and done for me. It didn't, also like the whole mummy aspect, the whole like mystery I'm quoting, or like almost thriller aspect of it, it's not what I was hoping for. That's one down. And initially I was going to go into The Gilded Wolves after. That was the setup. That's what I planned to read afterwards. But after reading that book, I want to read something dealing with ancient Egypt specific, or Egypt specifically, or Egyptian gods and goddesses specifically, but written by a Black author. So I'm going to try Bastet's Legacy next, by Jamila Mills Smith. Briefly, it says Jamila Freeman is just your average teen. She gets good grades and hangs out with friends. She believes in facts, logic, and reason, but not myths or fairy tales, until she discovers she comes from a long line of Bastet women with magical abilities descended from the Egyptian cat goddess Bast. Jamila's life is changed forever, and she now must struggle to control her powers of seeing into the future, changing the flow of time and protecting people and souls. When an ancient cult discovers her newfound powers, Jamila seeks out the help of her aunt and family friend to develop her gifts and defend herself. As Jamila begins to develop her gifts, she battles not only her inner self, but also the evil that seeks to destroy her. She casts aside everything she's known to discover a part of herself she's never seen before. Will she be able to stand strong and accept this new form of reality, or will she fall prey to the predator that looms in the shadows? This was recommended to me by Chloe of Thistle and Verse. I put out a tweet like looking for recommendations about books regarding like ancient Egypt or Egyptian mythology not written by a white person, because that seems to be all I find. Like when I was thinking, like I know 2 that I've read myself already that are written by white women, and then there's this one. So I wanted something that I knew, like with hopes that culturally it would be a little more accurate, or the depiction, I don't know what I'm saying, I'm tired, accurate and respected. Let's dive in. I have like 15 days to read 4 books. Yeah. Okay, so we have things to discuss. I am on page 117 of Bastet's Legacy, and I'm putting it down for now. I can't click or vibe. I can't click with this writing. It feels like really clunky and like unedited, unrevised, and I don't want to, I'm trying not to drag myself through a book I'm not enjoying when I have like 3 other books aside from this I need to finish before the month is over. It's already the 16th. Happy birthday, Nick Jonas. Why I thought I could do a themed vlog while I was going, when I knew I was going away, I don't know. Maybe because I thought like the last trip I took books on, I managed to read like 2 of the books that I took. So I'm putting this down for right now, and I've just started The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi. I'm on page like 6. I'm at the start of Severin's POV. I don't really know, I'm not far enough to know what's really going on. I know there's like an order, there are different houses, and we're in France. It says it's 1889, the city is on the cusp of industry and power, and the Exposition Universelle has breathed new life into the streets and dredged up ancient secrets. Here, no one keeps tabs on dark truths better than treasure hunter and wealthy hotelier Severin Montagnier Allery. When the elite, ever-powerful Order of Babel courses him to help them on a mission, Severin is offered a treasure that he never imagined, his true inheritance. To hunt down the ancient artifacts the Order seeks, Severin calls upon a band of unlikely experts. An engineer with a debt to pay, a historian banished from his home, a dancer with a sinister past, and a brother in arms, if not blood. Together they will join Severin as he explores the dark glittering heart of Paris. What they find might change the course of history, but only if they can stay alive. I'm not that far into it, but I am enjoying the writing thus far. I am so much more invested than I am in the other book, so hopefully I can speed through that and have a good reading, at least one good reading experience this month. So I just wanted to pop in and let you know I'm switching books at the moment. I'm also watching American Horror Story, so I gotta go. Bye. I'm curled up on the couch. Don't ask me or my uterus a single question. Anywho, I've just started the Curse of the, what is this? Curse of the Spectre Queen. Literally just started. I'm on page 1. I just had to pop in because I really absolutely love the fact that we start with the main character seemingly in a library or bookstore of some sort. I guess library, organizing books that she had repaired or something. That's all I got. I'm on the first page, but it's definitely already giving me strong Evie vibes, strong mummy vibes, and that's very, very promising. I will pop in probably tomorrow to talk about The Gilded Wolves, which I finished last night, and to go into more depth about what this book's about. But, yeah. Hello, I'm aware of how disgusting I look right now. Deal with it. But I'm reading the very last page of this book, The Curse of the Spectre Queen. And the line, I for one am excited to see the inscriptions from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Don't open that book, y'all. Don't read from that book. We love a mummy reference. We love that. I know it's not a mummy reference, but it is kind of a mummy reference when you take into consideration the fact that the author commented on my Instagram saying that The Mummy is one of her favorite movies and a big inspiration for this book. So I see it all through this book and I love it. I kept saying I was going to talk about this book. I didn't do it, and then I finished this one. So let's chat really quick. So, The Gilded Wolves. I am very late to this party, a lot of my friends have read this book and hyped this book up, and I'm invested. This book, I don't know if I ever mentioned what it's about, but it takes place in Paris, 1889 in Paris, and it follows Severin, Layla, Enrique, Sophia, Tristan. 5. It's 1889. The city is on the cusp of industry and power, and first and foremost, I really enjoyed this book. I smeared my lipstick a little bit. Love the world that it's set in. I love the treasure hunt basically aspect. I love the commentary about colonization and dark history and the stealing of cultures and keeping cultures and history and artifacts from the people that it belongs to. I love this part in the author's note. It says, history is a myth shaped by the tongues of conquerors. What appears good may eventually sour and curdle in our collective minds. What appears bad may later bloom and brighten. So basically Roshni is talking about what led her to write this book. Some of like the dark parts of history that we cover up by like the glitz and glamour of like 19th century Paris, with like, you know, like it says, courtesans in the Moulin Rouge, glittering parties and champagne, where like then right next door we have the Negro villages, and like where black people were being held like zoo animals, and basically just the commentary and shining light on like some of the truer, grittier, not so glamorous elements of history and not sugarcoating it. I don't know if what I just said makes sense. So I loved these characters. I became very attached to them. I love me a found family. If there's one thing I love, it's a found family. I love the relationships. I love the dash of humor in this book. I love a book that can get real intense and then make me laugh like that. So yes, I particularly love Sophia. I believe she's my favorite character, one of my favorite characters, and her relationship with Enrique is really interesting. As far as this vlog and The Mummy, this was recommended to me by Ramila. I believe her comment was like the banter and also like the treasure hunting element is what kind of reminded her of The Mummy, and I could definitely see that. The banter definitely reminds me of The Mummy, and also like, I guess this is like the reverse, I suppose. Well, I guess they're like the order, the secret order of Babel collecting these artifacts and using them the way they want to is very much giving me, what is that? What is the London Museum? Ooh, TikTok, not now. Is it the British Museum? Whatever. Basically stealing everyone's history. I definitely want to continue with the series. It wasn't completely The Mummy in the way that I wanted, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. And then I read Curse of the Spectre Queen by Jenny Elder Moak, which definitely has given me the most mummy vibe so far, which isn't surprising because when I posted my TBR on Instagram, the author commented that The Mummy is one of her favorite movies of all time, and definitely inspired a lot of this book, and I definitely can see it. And knowing that fact made reading this even more fun and enjoyable, because like things that I would just pick up in general like definitely then seemed like nods. I was like, oh, I see what you're doing. I see how this connects to The Mummy, even though this takes place in Ireland. This is like a Celtic version of that. We have a secret cult brotherhood. We have a curse or a past figure in history that they're trying to revive, and that can bring destruction to the whole world. We have a brotherhood that's trying to stop that. That's very much like the Magi. The characters, I don't know, I feel like I like the characters. I didn't love them the way I wanted to. I feel like there was just something holding me back from really investing in the characters. I do really love Joanna though. I feel like I want to, as far as like the mummy, I feel like Sam and Bennett could have given us a little bit more Rick and Evie, but this isn't the mummy. This is this story, and while there is the crush and the feelings, it's not the most important part. It's not like the real story, because like, even first of all, it's not like very heavy-handed on the coupling. I like that her relationship with Sam is as important, even though sometimes as I was saying, sometimes she got on my nerves and was a really bad friend, but that's why this is really giving me the vibes that I was hoping for. Even though it's set in a whole different climate, whole different environment, definitely has that adventure aspect, that kind of like level of danger to an extent. So this was fun. Good evening. Ooh, this lighting makes me look green. Anywho, good evening. Today is the 27th. There are like 3 days left of the month, and I'm stressed a little bit. We're currently waiting for the train. Our train comes about an hour and a half because we just missed the one before that, and the train's schedule is a mess. Anywho, this vlog is not going at all how I planned. I don't know what I was thinking that I could do this cute little themed vlog, themed reading, themed TBR this month, when I knew I was going away. That threw some of it off. But like, there was no other time this year that this TBR could fit into, because I have October and November TBR at least semi planned out, and like this wouldn't fit for like spooky season or November reads. And if I put it off to 2022, I just keep putting it off because that's what I do. And so I'm frustrated. I'm being honest, I'm frustrated. My reading hasn't been what I wanted it to be. This vlog isn't what I wanted it to be. I wanted so many cute like aesthetic shots, like b-roll and whatever. I was planning like, you know, shots of my Hominopter candle, lighting it all dramatically. I don't know where my Hominopter candle is. I know where my share candle is because I just poured those. I was planning to make some like Egyptian style coffee or tea. Today's the 27th, and on top of that, I've been struggling to read, if I'm being honest. Miracle upon miracles. I finished Curse of the Spectre Queen last night. I did really enjoy it. So far, that's the one that's felt most like the Mummy to me. I'm going to talk more about it later. And this afternoon, I started my final book of the month, which is Master of Jinn by P. Djeli Clark. I have put down Bassett's Legacy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to DNF that. I can't. So anyway, I'm challenging myself to finish reading this in 3 days now, 20th, 29th, and 30th. I'm 17 pages in so far, and I'm going to try to see how much I can get done before the train comes. I went to Barnes & Noble today. Didn't film a singular clip of it because I was very frustrated and exhausted in Barnes & Noble, but I did get some books. I got quite a few new books. I got some books that I'm sending to my cousin as well, so like I don't feel as reckless. I'm sorry if this is not the vlog you wanted it to be. Honestly speaking, it's not really the vlog I wanted it to be. I don't know how it's going to come together when I edit it, but there's a train. Good afternoon. Hi, I am popping in on the second to last day of September. One, because I realized I haven't really told you what this book in particular is about. I'm gonna just read off the flap really quick. Cairo, 1912. I'm sorry, I'm yelling. AirPods. Cairo, 1912. Fatma el-Sha'arawi is the youngest woman working for the Ministry of Alchemy, Enchantments, and Supernatural Entities. She's certainly not a rookie, especially after preventing the destruction of the universe last summer. So when someone murders the members of a secret brotherhood dedicated to one of the most famous men in history, Al-Jahiz, Agent Fatma is called to the case. Al-Jahiz transformed the world 40 years ago when he opened up the veil between the magical and mundane realms before vanishing into the unknown. Sorry. This murderer claims to be Al-Jahiz, returned to condemn the modern age for its social oppressions. His dangerous magical abilities instigate unrest in the streets of Cairo that threatens to spill onto the global stage. Alongside her ministry colleagues and a familiar face from her past, Agent Fatma must unravel the mystery behind this imposter to restore peace into the city or face the possibility he could be exactly who he seems. And I am on page 151. I'm about halfway through. I haven't started reading yet today. So far, I am really interested in the mystery aspect of the story. I'm curious to see if this guy is if he actually is Al-Jahiz, like he's performing all of these spectacles. I really am enjoying the writing style. It's quickly paced. It is giving me the vibe I'm kind of looking for. We're in Cairo. This Al-Jahiz man is very much giving me Prince Imhotep vibes returned to like wreak havoc basically. So I will keep you updated. I'm trying so hard to finish between today and tomorrow. We love a challenge. We love a challenge, and we love the coffee that is hopefully going to get me through this. Yes, this is a repurposed Wawa cup. Reduce, reuse, recycle, my friend. Alright, let's recap. Why am I holding it like this? Let's recap. Okay, I wrote down just a few of my final thoughts on each book and this whole experience and how they correlated basically to the theme of this vlog and the mummy vibe I was looking for. Starting with Crocodile on the Sandbank. This is the first one that I read. Obviously, this one took the longest for me to read, partially because I was away for the entire time I was reading this book. So as far as how it ties into the vlog, how it ties into the specific criteria that I was looking for, this takes place in Cairo. There is a mummy of sorts involved in the plot. Archaeology and excavation is involved in the plot. Like I mentioned before, Evelyn, is that her name? No, Amelia and Radcliffe have a very Evie and Rick kind of at the beginning of the Mummy sort of vibe, like that sort of animosity which leads to respect, which leads to whatever. But this was supremely racist and stereotypical, which took a lot away for me personally. And also the actual plot wasn't what I was expecting it to be. So that leads me to Bassett's Legacy, which I had to let this go. DNF. How far did I make it? Did I even make it 100 pages in? I might have. I made it to 116, but I had to let this go. No. Okay, so from there I read The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, finally, and I really enjoyed this book. As far as how it correlates to the Mummy, this had a lot of banter. It had a fun, eclectic group of characters. It's a historical fantasy. There's also an Egyptian element of sorts involved in this book. And also like the agency of artifacts, is that what they're called? Whatever. Definitely is like the British Museum. Definitely, I don't remember what out of 5 I gave this, but definitely no less than a 4 out of 5. Definitely can't wait to finish this series, because I know from here it's only going to get progressively more perilous, I'll say. I know it's gonna hurt me. I've been told, I've been warned actually. Following The Gilded Wolves, I moved on to Curse of the Spectre Queen by Jenny Elder Moak, and this book was so fun. This had the characters. I know I have mixed feelings and went back and forth about Jo, but she's definitely the Jonathan. I see what you're doing there, Jenny. This is definitely the character. She's definitely the Jonathan of the group. This also involves archaeology. This also involves a powerful figure being resurrected, which can bring about like destruction and war and like the end of the world as we know it. I mean, the book opens with Sam, our main character, in her bookshop. Was I not looking for brilliant and sassy librarian vibes? I mean, it's missing gunslinging himbo, but that's okay. And it starts with her in the bookshop. The opening scene is so much like that opening library scene with Evie and the Mummy. It's like, yeah, it's literally the opening of the Mummy. I hope book 2 takes them to Egypt. It was referenced at the end of the book, and the Book of the Dead itself was mentioned at the end of the book. I was like, y'all, don't open that book. I'm just warning you now. There's going to be a book 2, right? I think so. Anyway, this was definitely one that gave me the vibes that I was looking for, that I was hoping for, and that was to be expected when, like I said many times, the author herself has told me that the Mummy was a big inspiration for this book. I definitely felt it. I definitely picked it up. Definitely enjoyed it. And last but not least, another new favorite, A Master of Jinn by P. Djeli Clark. This one definitely gave me all the vibes that I needed. What is that? Oh, my hair. Okay. Definitely gave me all the vibes that I needed. This one is in Egypt also, but it's not written through the whitewashed, colonized lens of Egypt. It's not stereotypical. This is like an alternate Egypt almost. Not almost, it absolutely is an alternate Egypt where they are one of like the world powers post-war. It's very magical in a similar sense, more so actually. There is a layer of like Egyptian mythology with the Egyptian gods and goddesses. This one also has mention or rumors about a resurrected figure bringing about destruction and once again possibly the end of the world as we know it. This one features like some incredible powerful women. I love that for me. And it also has a lot of mystery. So yes, 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 yes. I think these two definitely gave me the most mummy-esque vibes, gave me the most of what I was looking for when I went into this vlog. So I am very glad that I picked them up. I'm glad that I picked most of these books up. I'm glad that I finally finished. I finally read The Gilded Wolves. It's just been sitting here looking at me like, hello, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna get around to you. But now I just have to get around to the rest of the series. Kind of wish I had started an individual vlog for that. Anywho, just to round this out, this video wasn't really what I had planned for it. Once again, who knows how it'll end up once I'm finished editing it and throw in some cute little b-roll shots, who knows. Being away for so long at the beginning of the month definitely threw me off, so that was a mistake on my part. And then coming home and starting Bassett's Legacy, which once again I had to DNF, also threw me off. So I felt like I just had to like rush through and push through, like to get through the like 3 other books in the time that I had left. It felt like I was like cramming to finish to prepare for like finals or something, but I did it. I did it, and I'm glad I did it, if for no other reason than, like I said in that clip at the train station, that if I hadn't done it now, if I pushed it off and said I'll do it next in 2022, I probably never would have done it. So the series has started. I do already know what movie I'm going to do for the next installment of this series. It's probably going to be Jurassic Park. I'll just tell you that now. Pretend to be shocked. So thank you for watching this. If you've gotten through it all, you are the best. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down below so you can follow me, and I'll follow you back. And I'll see you very soon. Bye!